Welcome back to my channel, Learn Cloud with Sagarika. I am going to conduct a series on AWS Cloud and DevOps hands-on implementation to help the students beginners to understand the AWS Cloud from very basics. So, welcome to the very first video of our AWS Cloud and DevOps series. I am Sagarika and I am very excited to be your guide on this amazing journey into the world of cloud computing and DevOps. Today we are starting from the very basics. We will look at the traditional computing and how it is different from the cloud computing, and also understand some important concepts like software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, and deployments model like public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. In traditional and cloud computing, we will understand their core differences, and in service model we will see how to choose which type of service model, and same for the deployment model. By the end of this video, you will have a strong foundation of everything we will build moving forward. Alright, so first, traditional computing. Before the rise of cloud computing, businesses rely heavily on traditional infrastructure to host their applications. Setting up simple website involves significant cost and complexities. Let's break down into the process. First of all, we have to purchase a server. You had to purchase a physical server costing around 50,000 or more than. The server needed a secure and cold environment, often requiring retaining a dedicated space. We have to maintain, and maintenance cost is there. Continuous power supply and cooling system were essential. We needed to hire IT professional to manage the server, handle hardware failures like hard disk or RAM issues, and perform regular maintenance. Difficult to scale, we have to add resources can be slow and costly also. There is a risk of system failures, hardware issues, downtimes, etc. This limitation made it difficult for businesses to focus on their core objective. Imagine you are starting a new business like opening an online store. In the old days, you have to buy expensive servers, set up them in your office, hire IT staff to maintain them, and keep upgrading them as you grow. You have to pay huge upfront cost. If you suddenly got lots of customer, your system might crash because scaling down takes the time. If you needed a backup, you need to buy even more servers just for that. It was expensive, risky, and very slow. This was the world before the cloud computing. Then came cloud computing and it completely changed everything. Instead of buying your own servers, you rent computing power from the companies like AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud. You only pay for what you use, just like you pay for electricity or water. Need more storage or power? You just click a button and scale instantly. Need to launch your app in a different country? You can do it in a minutes thanks to global data centers. And best of all, no hardware headaches. In short, cloud computing is cheaper, faster, scalable, and way more reliable. Cloud computing offer pay-as-you-go service, means we have to pay only for what we use. On-demand scalability, we can easily adjust resources as needed. Global access your data from anywhere. We can access data from anywhere. No hardware management. Provider handles the infrastructure. Real life examples. You are actually using cloud computing every day without realizing it. Let me give you some example. When you watch Netflix, it's running on AWS servers. When you listen to music on Spotify, that's cloud. Gmail, Google Drive, Zoom, Dropbox, all these services are powered by cloud. It would be impossible for these apps to support millions of users around the world instantly. Now let's explore the three primary types of cloud services. First one is a infrastructure as a service, second one is a platform as a service, and third one is a software as a service. Now the question is, what are the cloud services? Cloud services provide resources, tools, and services to the businesses over the internet, eliminating the need for complex on-premises infrastructure. Understanding these services can help to identify the right fit of your needs. So let's talk about first one, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service provide businesses with essential IT infrastructures including virtual machines, storage and networking. Here how it works. Key feature of this. The cloud provider offers hardware and virtualization along with an operating system. User decide the type of operating system, for example Ubuntu, Fedora or Linux, and these are possible for managing application on the top of it. Use cases of infrastructure as a service. You have purchased a virtual server and chosen your preferred operating system. All software configuration and maintenance are your responsibility. Examples are Amazon EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. We will see in the next video. Next one is a Microsoft Azure Virtual Machines, Google Compute Engine. These are the example of infrastructure as a services. Another one, suppose you rent the house, you get the space, but you finish it the way you like. In cloud terms, EC2 gives you virtual machines. You install whatever software you need and configure everything yourself. Second one is a platform as a service. Platform as a service provide a platform that allows developer to build, deploy and manage the application without worrying about the underlying infrastructures. Key feature of this, the provider manages the operating system, middlewares and runtime. You only focus on the application development and data management. Use cases, a database administrator want to create and configure a database platform such as MySQL with built-in replication and security features. Developers can directly interact with the database without managing hardware or operating system configuration. Example of platform as a service are Amazon RDS, Relational Database Service, Google App Engine and Heroku. Suppose it's like a renting a fully furnished apartment. You don't worry about installing or setting anything up, just move in and start living. For example, Heroku lets developer deploy apps without worrying about the underlying hardware. Third one is a software as a service. It delivers fully functional software application over the internet. These applications are managed entirely by the service provider. Key feature of software as a service are, we don't need to set up or maintain anything. Means there is no setup or maintenance is required on the user end. The service provider handles infrastructure, application maintenance and updates. Use cases are email services like Gmail or Microsoft Outlook allow businesses to create custom email addresses without setting up mail servers. Example of this service model are Gmail, Dropbox, Salesforce. This is just like staying in a hotel. Everything is ready for you. Just enjoy the service. Each model offers different levels of control and responsibility depending on what you need. So choose according to your need. I hope you understand the service models. Let me take quick revision of these three models. First one is the infrastructure as a service. It's just like rent a house, you get the space, but you furnish it the way you want to. Second one is a platform as a service. It's just like renting a fully furnished apartment. You don't worry about installing or setting anything. Just move in it and start living. Third one is the software as a service. This is just like staying in the hotel. Now the question is how to identify the right service for your needs. When choosing a cloud service, consider the following. First one is the what is the service managing on my behalf? What responsibilities do I have? Does it align with my project requirement? By answering this question, you can determine whether a service fall under infrastructure as a service, platform as a service or software as a service. Understanding the distinction between these three is crucial for cloud computing. Each type of service has its unique advantages and use cases. Stay focused on your application requirement and let the cloud handle heavy lifting for your infrastructure needs. Now, based on how organizations want to use the cloud, there are different deployments model: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Each of these models serves different purpose and caters to specific business need. Let's dive deeper into each one. First one is a public cloud. The public cloud. It is a cloud environment accessible over the internet, allowing anyone to create and manage the resources. It is hosted and maintained by third-party providers, and it is available to the general public. Key features of these resources are shared among multiple users, accessible via internet, and it is cost effective and highly scalable. Example use cases are a startup can use the public cloud to host its website or application without worrying about the infrastructure management. Resources can be scaled up or scaled down based on the demand. Examples of public cloud are Amazon Web Services, means AWS, Google Cloud Platforms, GCP, and Microsoft Azure. So, public cloud means you share the resources with other companies. It's just like living in an apartment complex. Now, second one is a private cloud. Private cloud is a cloud environment dedicated to single organization. It provides enhanced security and control, making it ideal for the businesses with strict compliance or regulatory requirements. Key features of private cloud are it has exclusive access to the resources, hosted on premises or in a dedicated data center, customizable to meet specific organizational need. Example use cases are a financial institution that handles a financial institution that handles sensitive customer data may option for private cloud to ensure data remains within its control and meet the compliance standards. Private cloud can be set up using tools like OpenStack. For instance, an organization might create virtual machines within its private network accessible only to the employees through the secure connection. So, private cloud means the entire infrastructure is dedicated to one organization. It's just like owning your own villa, expensive but fully private. Now, the third one is a hybrid cloud. The hybrid cloud combines the features of both public and private cloud. It allows organizations to take the benefits of both models by seamlessly integrating their private cloud with a public cloud environment. Key features of the hybrid cloud are flexibility to run sensitive workloads on a private cloud while utilizing the public cloud for less critical tasks, enhanced scalability and cost efficiency. Suppose a company may store customer data on a private cloud for security reasons while hosting its web application on a public cloud to handle unpredictable traffic spikes. Hybrid clouds can be implemented using services like AWS Outpost or Azure Arc, which enable smooth integration between public and private environment. So the hybrid cloud is a combination of both. Critical data is kept private while less sensitive services are on the public cloud. It's just like living in a villa but using a shared gym and a pool. Many companies today use hybrid models for flexibility and security. So I will tell you comparison between these three cloud models. Let's talk about accessibility. Public cloud is open to everyone. Private cloud is restricted to one organization, and hybrid cloud they combines the both. Then in terms of cost, public cloud is pay as you go. Private cloud is higher initial setup, and hybrid cloud are flexible. In terms of scalability, public cloud are highly scalable, private cloud are limited by the hardware, and hybrid cloud are also scalable. In terms of security, public cloud has standard security, private cloud has enhanced security, and hybrid cloud have Mixed security. Choosing the right cloud model depends on the organization requirement for scalability, security, and the cost. Whether it's the flexibility of public cloud, the control of the private cloud, or the adaptability of hybrid cloud, each model offers unique advantages. I hope you understand the deployment models. Awesome. You now have a solid understanding of traditional computing, cloud computing, service model, and deployment model, and how to choose according to your need. I hope you understand all the today's topic. In the next video, we are going to understand more about AWS global infrastructure, means what are the reasons and more. And also in the next video, I will try to cover EC2 instances and hands-on implementation of EC2 instances. So make sure you have subscribed so you don't miss it. Also, if you have any question about today's session, drop them in the comments. I will be happy to answer it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.